Today, I want to share with you the inspiring story of Kalidasa, one of ancient India's greatest poets and playwrights, known for his legendary works like Shakuntala and Meghaduta. But what many don't know is the profound lesson in humility that transformed his life. Kalidasa, though revered for his writings, was not always the brilliant scholar we know him as today. In his early years, he was a simple man, often ridiculed for his lack of knowledge. But he was also a devout follower of Ma Kali, and his very name Kalidasa meant Kali's slave. His devotion ran deep, but so did the pain of being mocked by those around him. Every word of ridicule chipped away at his confidence until one day he knelt before Ma Kali, pleading, Mother, grant me wisdom so I may rise above this humiliation. Moved by his devotion, Ma Kali answered his prayers. She blessed him with profound knowledge, and soon Kalidasa's words spread far and wide, earning him respect and fame. His writings became celebrated throughout the land. But with this newfound fame, something else began to grow in his heart: his ego. As Kalidasa's popularity soared, so did his sense of pride, and his humility began to fade. But Ma Kali had a plan to bring him back to the path of wisdom. It's hot afternoon. During one of his journeys, Kalidasa found himself overcome with thirst. He looked around and spotted a woman drawing water from a well. He hurried over and asked her for a drink. The woman, calm and composed, agreed, but asked, Who are you? Kalidasa, with his ego inflated by fame, thought to himself, Why should an ordinary woman know who I am? So he said dismissively, I'm a traveler. The woman responded, In this world, only two are true travelers, the sun and the moon. They never stop moving on their eternal journey. Kalidasa, taken aback by her answer, tried again. Then I'm a guest, he said, thinking it would be suffice. But the woman replied, There are only two true guests, youth and wealth. Both visit us for a time and then they leave, never staying for long. Now Kalidasa was intrigued. He was beginning to feel uneasy. His every response was being countered by this mysterious woman's wisdom. Refusing to let his pride falter, he said, I am a tolerant person. The woman looked at him and gently replied, Only the earth and trees truly understand tolerance. No matter how much they are stepped on or stones are thrown at them, they continue to nurture and provide for us. Kalidasa was now getting frustrated. His mind raced to find an answer that would outsmart her. I am a stubborn person, he declared, hoping this would end the conversation. Males and hair are the most stubborn, she said. No matter how many times you cut them, they always grow back. Now Kalidasa's patience was wearing thin. In his frustration, he blurted out, Fine, I'm a fool. The woman calmly replied, There are only two true fools in this world: the ruler who governs without wisdom, and those who flatter such a ruler, even if it means misleading him. At that moment, Kalidasa's heart sank. The woman's words hit him like a bolt of lightning. Each answer she had given was not just a lesson, but a reflection of his own arrogance. He realized how blind his pride had made him. Overcome with shame, Kalidasa fell at the woman's feet. When he rose, he looked into her eyes, and it was then that he saw her true form. She was not an ordinary woman. She was Ma Saraswati, the goddess of learning and wisdom. Ma Saraswati spoke, Kalidasa, you are indeed a great scholar, but your arrogance has overshadowed your wisdom. True knowledge lies not in how much you know, but in how humble you remain. The more you learn, the more you must realize that there is always more to understand. Knowledge that feeds the ego is knowledge wasted. A true scholar seeks to learn, not to boast. Everything you have achieved is a gift, not something to be proud of, but something to be grateful for. Never forget that the journey of learning never ends. Kalidasa, with tears of gratitude in his eyes, bowed deeply. Thank you, Ma Saraswati, for showing me the truth. I will hold these pearls of wisdom close to my heart for eternity. Ma Saraswati smiled, touched his forehead in blessing, and then quenched his thirst, both for water and for wisdom. This story reminds us of a vital truth. No matter how much we achieve or how wise we believe ourselves to be, arrogance can cloud the very knowledge we have worked so hard to gain. Kalidasa's journey teaches us that humility is the mark of true wisdom. The moment we let pride rule us, all our achievements lose their meaning. So I leave you with this question to reflect on. What does this story teach us about the balance between knowledge and humility? And how can we apply this lesson to our own lives in moments when we feel accomplished or proud?